Okay, we're here with Darryl and Baxter. Happy graduation day.
Thank you very much.
And why did you pick canine etiquette to come classes with Baxter?
Because I wanted Baxter to learn some self-control.
Okay.
He was a little wild, jumping on people, and I mean, he's so big, he knocked people down.
Okay.
And after a few weeks here, I mean, he's doing a great job. As you can see, I mean, he would have never even been this still 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago.
Right. And how was it when you first came to class with all the other dogs?
Baxter, he's a rescue, so when we first came to class, he was pretty aggressive. He couldn't meet and greet any of the dogs.
Right.
He would attack, actually, especially the big dogs.
Right.
But at class today, graduation, he met and greeted every single dog.
Yeah, and last week he did too.
Last week he also did.
Yeah. So it took him a few weeks to kind of come around, right?
It took him, I think, 3 classes to be able to meet and
greet the other dogs, exactly.
He had to start off with the small dogs.
And you rescued him from what kind of a situation?
Baxter had been on a chain in the weather 24/7 for about almost probably 10 months or so.
Okay, so and we had discussed also too, him being on that chain is what caused him becoming aggressive.
You said it had some dominant issues, which, I mean, we could tell he had that. And
yeah.
Over a few weeks, I mean, he's beaten those issues. He's
exactly.
Much better.
And what problems were you having at home with him? Because you know, you tell me he is uncontrollable. I can't help this.
He jumped a lot, and with small kids, I have small kids and other dogs, and he's 50, 60 pounds, so he was too big to be jumping.
Right.
And now he'll sit, when we tell him to sit, he'll stay.
Good.
And he's no longer jumping as much. He still jumps a little bit when he gets excited, but I mean, he's come almost a 90% improvement.
Yeah, night and day. So what have you learned in the classes that you don't think you'll ever forget?
Patience.
Ah, okay.
I learned a lot of patience and how to work with the dog.
Okay.
Part of the trouble was myself not knowing how to handle his aggressiveness and his energy.
Right.
In the class, it's taught me how to kind of control that a little bit.
Okay. So do you feel he's an aggressive dog now?
I don't think he was ever an aggressive dog.
Right.
I think he was just, it was his upbringing, his first 10 months of life.
Right.
He never bit anybody or anything. It was just, he just had dominance issues. He was never aggressive.
But he didn't know how to socialize with other dogs.
No.
If he saw another dog, he'd rather chew him up than say hello.
Yeah. Now he'll just go, he'll sniff them and try to play with them.
Right. So the socialization in class was very important, wasn't it?
Yes. Without the other big dogs here, I don't think he would have made the progress that he did.
Exactly. So what did you learn about Baxter in class?
I learned that Baxter is an intelligent dog.
Yes.
He could do anything that we did in class. I mean, he learned it all real quick.
He did. Yes, he did.
He's stubborn, but he's trainable.
Absolutely. Good job. So what would you recommend to anybody? Was the training hard?
No. I'd recommend signing up for the training. Make sure you attend every class.
Right.
It'll help you train the dog. It'll help you learn how to train the dog, and also the training with the dog trainer is invaluable.
So what did you think about having the class for the life of your dog, being able to come back anytime you need, for no cost?
I think that's great, and I think we'll be attending, hopefully, maybe one class every now and then just as a refresher for me and the dog.
Yeah, exactly. Most definitely. So what would you say to somebody whose dog, they can't control them, or they have a new dog, don't know what to do with them? What would you advise to them?
I would say that anyone that gets a dog should bring it to training. And
should there be any kind of training? What kind of training should they go to?
I would go to a professional trainer. I actually went to a brand trainer before, and it was very little help as far as controlling Baxter.
With Baxter?
With Baxter.
You did? What, like a pet store or something?
Yes, I went to a pet store training, and
I didn't know that.
And it was not comparable to this training course.
How's that? Tell us about that.
We went, but there was very little socialization. No one ever showed up for the class. Baxter was alone for 2 of the classes. He got a lot of attention, but it's not what he needed.
Right, and so they didn't, so what you learned in canine etiquette classes, sit down Baxter, what you learned in canine etiquette classes, the pet stores didn't teach you that?
No, not even close. They attempted to teach that, and they did an okay job, but I started immediately looking for another training option, and canine etiquette is the end all. Baxter is a finished dog for beginner class.
Well, great.
And hopefully advanced class will be in our future.
Exactly. Well, thank you. So, would you say it's fair to say that if you hadn't have come to canine etiquette classes, you wouldn't have a family pet, would you?
Baxter was on the verge of being given away.
Right.
He was uncontrollable, and I couldn't handle it. He was very destructive. So, but I mean, he's graduated. Last 2 nights he's even slept in bed with us.
Oh no, no.
Wasn't letting him do.
No, no, get him out the bed.
But he's
so he's a family pet now.
He's a family pet. He's here to stay.
So Canine Etiquette did help keep Baxter with his family.
He did.
My motto.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Baxter, I was on the verge before the first class of giving Baxter away.
Wow. Yeah, you were pretty frustrated. You were pretty frustrated.
He was testing my patience. But he's doing much better now.
Look at this.
He's
yes.
Here to stay for the lifetime of me and the dog.
Well, fantastic. Well, congratulations, Darryl. Is there anything you'd recommend to anybody?
Definitely Canine Etiquette immediately. As soon as the dog's old enough to be trained, to bring him in, and you'll be much happier.
Well, congratulations, and thank you for the faith and trust. And please come back. And I got to tell you, I am just so thrilled with his progress.
Yes.
He was amazing seeing him greet the other dogs. You've given him so much. I want you to pat yourself on the back too, because you have given him so much, the ability just to be a dog. Yeah. And he didn't have that before being chained up.
If somebody saw Baxter on week 1 and week 7, they would not realize it was the same dog.
Yeah, they wouldn't. I agree. I agree. This is fantastic. Yeah, you sure wouldn't be doing this.
No.
Well, congratulations, and please stay in touch. We want to know how you guys do.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.